How you doing today, folks? So today I have a review for you of the Bastion Gear Baron. This is a battle box knife. I do not subscribe to battle box, but a buddy of mine does. He sent this over for review. So this is a frame lock. It is a San Mai Damascus steel, brass bolsters, carbon fiber. I believe this is steel. I don't think this is titanium. Might be. If it is, I don't know why they blast it black like that, because it's not the best look. But anyways, so I believe this is a steel frame lock. Little pivot action there. So first off, in the interest of full disclosure, I am not a fan of Damascus. The primary draw for this knife is going to be this Damascus blade, which is interesting, I guess. It's not really my thing. So any comment I make about the blade or style of it, go ahead and disregard. As far as edge geometry, this does cut quite well. Not quite sure on what type of grind it is, but it does cut pretty well. Action is okay. As you can see, the frame lock's already disengaged. Sorry about that. Had a phone call. So the action is alright. As you can see, the frame lock is already disengaged, and it takes a decent amount of extra pressure to get this thing to close. It's by no means drop shutty. You can whip it around, it'll pop down eventually, but yeah, you get it from just right here, and you just gotta shake the crap out of it. It has this opening mechanism here, this little slat groove thing. I got big ass fingers. I can get my finger in it, kind of. It is not comfortable, and I don't particularly enjoy it, but somebody with a smaller hand would probably have a much easier time of it. Holding it, I mean, I can barely get this thing out. So for me, I treat this kind of like a modern traditional, and just pop it up with one hand, or excuse me, two hands, and go to work. The blade is again, it has that San Mai steel, which is a very generic term. San Mai is a term coined a very, very long time ago. What exactly does it mean in terms of chemical composition and everything else? Honestly, I'm not sure. I just know it's a very old Japanese term. It gets thrown around a lot, kind of like surgical steel or stainless steel or something like that. It just doesn't tell you a whole lot about the actual steel itself, but it's a thing. So a couple size comparisons that I believe are comparable. I'm gonna do the Benchmade Griptillion. Again, it's a customized version, but all the dimensions are the same. So a little smaller than the Griptillion, but not by much. Just we're talking fractions. Definitely a decent sized knife. I don't know why I just closed that. I meant to close the Griptillion. Compare it to the Paramilitary 2. Definitely smaller than the Paramilitary 2. This is not a small knife. It's also not a big knife. It's just kind of, average. Change the aspect ratio around. I can avoid clinking the blades. Do one more. Actually, we'll do two more. The Manix 2. This is my beater, as you can tell by how damaged the blade is and all that other stuff. Definitely smaller than the Manix 2, but not by a lot. And because it's my channel, you hear that gigantic clunk, you know what that means. It's a heater. Definitely smaller than the heater, which is to be expected. So, how do I like this knife? Honestly, it's okay. Again, the action, you could loosen the pivot down if you wanted to, but then you have blade play. As it is now, there's still a little bit. It's not bad, but it's definitely there. And that is with it. Again, it'll slide shut. It's not like gritty or anything like that. And it's definitely not drop shut. It's like I said, it's not bad. Almost everything about this knife just epitomizes average. You know, it's not good, it's not bad, it's not, you know, it's just kind of a thing. So we have this branding on this pocket clip. The pocket clip has very, very strong retention. It's actually pretty hard getting this in the pants. But once you do, it is locked in. Don't have to worry about it flying out of your pocket or anything like that. So that's a good. The brass bolster, as you can tell, I'm a big fan of brass. So the brass bolster is nice, gives it a nice kind of old school look to it. The carbon fiber is okay. It's very slick. There's no real texture to it. So it's, you know, it's not the most grippy knife. It can slide straight out. So definitely not something you want to use as a tactical roll, but it's not really what I do on this channel anyway, so it's not really a good or a bad, just kind of a thing. Again, I really can't stress this enough. The primary draw to this knife is this Damascus blade, and because I'm not a fan of Damascus, it kind of colors my opinion. So if you love this, it's a solid blade. It has good edge geometry, decent edge retention. I haven't had any issues with corrosion or anything like that on it. So for what it is, it's definitely not bad by any stretch of the imagination. Again, just looking at it from this standpoint, it's a good looking knife. The brass bolster, the carbon fiber. I'm a really big fan of symmetry in my pieces, so this completely blacked out, you know, frame lock drives me crazy. I wish it would just been like a liner lock. It had the same thing on both sides, but that's kind of just me nitpicking. So in closing, if you like the carbon fiber, if you like the brass bolster, but the big thing is if you happen to like Damascus, this is not Damasteel. It's not going to be anything super fancy, but it's definitely a solid Damascus piece. It has a nice pattern to it. So if that's your thing, you'll probably really enjoy this knife. This retails for $120. I think I paid like, I don't know, between $50 and $70 for it. That's a guess. This was, again, I've had this knife for a while. But yeah, man, if you happen to enjoy it, again, $120 for a decent Damascus piece. There's better pieces out there for sure, but it does have a nice little style to it. Just really wish it was symmetrical. There's no real hot spots to speak of. Again, if you just hold it the way you're supposed to hold it, yes. If you hold it tight, you got a hot spot right here where this lock bar cuts out and kind of has a little jutting piece. Same thing on the pocket clip. Right here kind of goes into your skin. So if you're really trying to just use it as a beater and just lock it in real tight and just go, not a good idea. But like a light duty EDC, by all means. So that's going to be it. In closing, again, good knife, not bad, not great. No, it's good. It's not bad for the price. So if you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe. I'm a very small channel, so I appreciate it very much. Feel free to comment in the comment section below. I'm very active there. I will pretty much always respond. If I don't, chances are something's going on, so please be patient. I'm also on Instagram at Kyle_J_Landfear. So by all means, hit me up on there. Almost everything on my channel is for sale, trade, barter, like, you know, pretty much anything between the lines. I do buy, sell, and trade all the time. If there's something you happen to like, by all means, hit me up, let me know. I'm sending out 5 items today, which are all from people who have subscribed or, I don't know, maybe they have subscribed, I'm not even sure. Either way, they watched the video, hit me up, made me an offer, and then now they're being sent out. So, like, subscribe, message. As always, I love you all. Have a good day and take care. Bye.